Hello guys, my name is Brink and welcome back to another episode of Resonant Rise. Now, I just came back from the Nether. I was helping Ollie. He's on a server right now along with NonSanity. And we were looking for ghasts. For a ghast here so we can make a reusable safari net and grab a wither skeleton. And we were out of luck. I will explain the digital miner though. Right after last episode, I immediately made a digital miner thinking, you know, it's not like the quarry that I was talking about in the episode. It's a lot smaller device. It's not going to pick up as much as a quarry or an ender quarry. So I'll just set one up real quick. It's not a major deal. Turns out this digital quarry, it's amazing. It really does a lot. Let's put some of this stuff away while I explain. So what I was expecting to do was just to collect a few iron, some items, because I was running low. I am pretty much filled right now, but yeah, we needed a lot more before. And I do want to put this in my quarry bag. Yeah, that'll do. And then everything else I think I can dump except for this nether brick. I possibly will keep the nether quartz also and the glowstone. Yeah, I think I can get rid of everything else. I do need to make a trash bag, but until then, let me just toss it overboard over here. And you guys probably know what I'm going to set up right now, because I think I showed you on screen a second ago. But I will cover that in a moment. I just want to do things a little bit in order here. I may keep this. I don't know if I'm going to need it. But let's put this stuff away. Now, as you can see, I am cluttered here. Oh yes, this is what I wanted to remind myself of. The Eye of Ender. Me and Ollie went to the end to see if we can just set up killing the dragon and then maybe get a lot of pearls over there, set up a farm. It didn't turn out too well. We died a number of times and we gave up after a while. We used cheap equipment, so it's okay. We were able to go back again, destroy the tombstone, throw everything in ender chests, and then just send it over here and divide our stuff back again. And then I just died over there, and that was the end of that. So we did that, and as you can see, I'm getting full up on just a mess of stuff and no organization here. So what I decided to do, the digital miner was working so well that I just kept adding chest after chest when the chests were getting filled. Now this one was run in the nether, and then after it finished, I kept going in the overworld here, and it just kept filling and filling and filling and filling. Just amazing. This one's almost full, but I just stopped the digital miner right now, and I've set up this to automatically turn on and off the reactor, because why keep it on? You know, if it wastes too much energy, it'll be more efficient this way. So we're running out of space, especially for all this junk. We don't have enough space here. So what I'm thinking is, let's make an ME system today. And imagine these things ground up. It'll triple with our triple ore processing over here. So we're going to need a lot of space. Those diamond chests are not enough. And all of this here and more chests out there. So let's get started. Let me take just a small break to settle my stuff, and then we'll get started with an ME system. Alright, I think we're ready. Let's get started. Alright, so what we need is some Fluix crystals, and the way we do this, we drop these into water. Now, one thing I want to mention, as I've said before, by the way, the Certus has to be charged. That's why you don't need a growth accelerator. It works just fine with a charged Certus. Alright. But one thing that I do recommend, I've said it before, is that as soon as you get your first charged Certus, you try to build a charger. And that's what we're building right now. So let's look up charger. We're only building one. Now the way we do this, you can put a crank in here just like the grindstone and you can power it that way, or you can use what I plan to use. Oops. And that is some power here, and I'll just stick it up here because it's going to be out of the way. Now the purpose or the good use of this, I forgot. This has to be powered from above or below. It does not get powered from any side. So we can put it right here instead, and that'll connect. So that's perfect. And you can see that it's already charged up. It's ready to go. If we need more charged Certus, you just put regular Certus in there. It'll charge it up within a second. Alright, so some of our Fluix is gone. We still do need a couple more things. We can grind a few of these and let that keep going while we do the rest. So this is done. We got it charged. Now we go on to quartz glass. Basically just vanilla glass with Certus all around. You can use nether dust instead, but I'm going to make all of it and we have a stack. The numbers aren't correct, but it's important to make more than you need if you have the material, because you will need it. I mean, ME systems get larger and larger as you go, so you will need it. Your energy acceptor is going to convert RF energy into AE units, applied energistics units. We're going on to the inscriber. Now I have set for 3 inscribers because where does this go again? Yeah, here. 1, 2, 3. 1 for each of the types of material, but I just remembered I also have the silicon type, which I forgot to consider. Let's see if we can make that real quick. So inscriber, and it's iron and 2 sticky pistons. You know what? I'll wait on that and probably do that off camera because I do have to get the rubber for the sticky pistons. So quartz fibers. These are the components that go inside or open up as a stint the ME glass cable. And so this crafting table that I've set up here is also for the ME glass table cable. So let's take a look at ME glass, how to make them. It's just 2 Fluix next to the quartz fibers. So we can spread these across. And I don't think we need this many. Boy, I don't know. Yeah, let's just keep it like that. I think that's more than enough. I think I made too much. Alright, growth accelerators for the next one. Let's bring it up. Growth. Accelerate. Ooh, this is a new item. Crystal growth chamber. Now what is this? Well, check this out. This has 6 of them. We could probably place it right there and it'll be set. I want to try this to see what it does. We'll need 6 of these guys though. So we'll have to make these Fluix blocks, I mean. Now what was it? 4, I believe it was. Oh boy, so it's 6 of them. Yeah, it is 6 of them. Okay, so let's make more. 1, 2. We're running out of Fluix crystals. Alright, so we need some quartz glass, some ME glass cable, which we have more than enough, and some iron I'm going to need. Or do I have? I have some, but do I have enough? Let's just grab more just to make sure, and we can continue without interruption. Let's put these away. Keep our inventory as empty as possible. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Now, we're trying to make 6 of them. There it is. Accelerator is an understatement. Alright, so now we need a chest hopper and an ME glass cable. Let's get a chest. Alright. Oh, I need a hopper too, so I will need another chest with some iron. And we'll put one in the middle, and then we can make our hopper. Alright, so what's the rest of it? The ME glass cable. So we could do this right here. And there's our crystal growth chamber. Pretty neat. Never seen one of these. Must be new. But, yeah, we'll figure it out, I guess. Alright, so growth accelerators. Illuminated panels. This needed, I believe it was something like this. Oh no, the glass that goes here. I believe it's glass. Yes. Okay, so this will make our crafting terminal. We'll need a regular terminal first, and then our crafting terminal. So why don't we make the regular terminal first? Terminal. Here it is. And so we have to make the formation and the annihilation cores first. We can run a logic processor beforehand just to keep it running while we're waiting. These can get powered in any direction. I guess I will power it here. And I should have probably left a space, but I think it's fine. Alright, so we'll need a gold. And why don't we stick 8 of them in there? We're going to need it anyway. Right, we don't have a hopper connected to it, so we'll have to do it manually. But we'll need our logic processor press, which I think is outside. I think it is, yeah. Let's go quickly over this kiosk. And it should be here. Here we are. I'll just grab all of them. I'm going to need them for the drives. And these, of course, if you don't know, you grab these presses from meteorites that generate around the terrain of the land. Best to fly around and look for it, but the other way is just to use a compass made by AE, and you can find it that way also. So we're making logic processors. Let's look for logic. This is the one. And you can see it's processing. We'll leave one in there. And we'll take this one out. Now we'll need another inscriber. Let's stick this guy right here. And for this one, we'll need silicon, which I made a bunch of. Let's see where those silicon are. I may have left it in here in the valuables chest. It's probably right in front. Here it is. Okay. So we'll take one. And silicon press. Here it is. That's working. Okay, and then the last one is the combination of them both via redstone dust. And where's the redstone now? Here we are. Okay, so we'll grab one of each. Well, actually, we made 2 of that one. But here we are. Put this one in there. Redstone and silicon below. And then we'll have our logic processor. Alright, illuminated panel. The regular... Okay, so we'll need the formation and the annihilation core. And I recommend making a number of these. But, alright, so I put these 2 in here because we do need to make one of each kind. The fluix dust that we first set off to grind is here. We'll need that. And as I recall, it was something like this. Yes. I guess we do need another here for the other one. Let's just see. I think logic goes here. Let's try it out. We'll need another silicon. Get the silicon press going. And we'll start setting this up. This goes top, red, and silicon on the bottom. Okay, I do think it's a logic press that we need here. A logic circuit. Logic processor is the name. Let's see if this is the right one. It is. So formation core is here, annihilation core, that's correct. We can go over here to the illuminated panel. And let's see if we can make one now. Oh, we need yet another one. Another logic processor. Let me get that going. Be right back. Okay, as we're finishing this one, we made an extra one just in case. Alright, so the illuminated panel. We are making this. We got this. Here's our ME terminal. Now, although we'll need another ME terminal, to keep as itself. We do want to use this one as our crafting terminal. Otherwise, we don't really need the ME system just yet, except for storage. But I do want the crafting terminal. So we'll need a calculation processor, which is a pure Certus quartz crystal in a calculation press. To make this, we will need a Certus quartz seed, which is made from Certus quartz dust and sand. So we'll need to pulverize Certus quartz, and we have plenty here. I actually got 3 here, so let's just use that. And then we'll need sand. So we have that here. And this will make 6, I believe, if we combine these two. There's our 6. Let's put this away just to keep our bar clean. And now, instead of using a water like this, which will take a long time, let's go ahead and start connecting our stuff up. I want to put this as our test. We'll put the seed in here. I guess that's where it goes. Crystal growth chamber. Don't know that it needs water. You would think it does since it's seed. But as you can see, it's not connecting to power. So we may need to convert this first. The AE units, or energy acceptor. Let's do that. Let's put the energy acceptor right above it. And hopefully it'll feed down into here. I don't see it glowing or anything. Let's see if we put this in here. Does it do anything? There's no GUI. I'm not sure what this is about. Should it be glowing? Well, I don't know. I don't know what the progress bar is. Oh, it is growing. Oh, wow. That is very fast. And imagine if you fill this whole place up and it goes at the same rate. This is super fast. Wow. Awesome. We're done. That was pretty quick. Alright, so we'll need a calculation press. And here we are. I'll change it over with this logic processor and put this one instead. And we'll make all of the calculation presses here. Alright, so there's one. We'll need a silicon here. Let's set this guy up. Redstone, and then we're waiting for the silicon, which was pretty fast. Yeah, I like the way they're speeding things up in AE. It was a little bit of a difficulty starting it up when it first came out, but AE2 is looking a little bit more positive now, I think. So, we are ready for the crafting table here. We need an actual vanilla crafting table. So let's grab that and bring up a vanilla crafting table. And there we are. Woohoo! A much bigger table. Oh yeah. All the noise. Alright, so we are done. Now we have a couple of other things to do, some odds and ends. Especially for... That is not what I want to do. What I meant to do was put an ME glass cable first. There we go. And then a crafting terminal. Now this looks a little bit shoddy right now. That's not the crafting terminal. That's a blank illuminated panel. Here's our crafting terminal. Nice. Alright, so this looks a little messy, but we'll figure out how everything will go after we've connected and probably moved everything from down there or upstairs to down here. What we need now is the storage, which is primarily what we're looking forward to. Let's throw some of this stuff away. I don't think we'll need this at the moment. Let's see what we can get rid of. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what we need to get rid of, but let's go ahead and see if we can build it. Now, wait a second. It was just raining a second ago. Oh, he just slept. Okay. Let's see. So, we'll just use any crafting table. That's fine. What we're making is a drive, a storage drive. We'll need the storage bay, which is this, and 2 engineering processors, which is basically just 2 diamonds being pressed. 1, 2. And I'm only making 1 drive for today. Don't think we need more than that right now. Here's the engineering press. We can put one diamond at a time while we do some silicon here. This is silicon, right? Yeah. Okay, we are also going to need some more redstone, and I don't know that I have any in here. I may have to go outside real quick again. Let's do that. Let's go out here and zip right down to this last chest. Very nice. Yeah, this glider's great. Very fast. If you hold down shift, you go a lot faster. So there's our two presses. We have silicon here. We have one more waiting. And redstone, silicon. We're done with that. Okay, very good. Now, these two could have gone a lot faster if you use accelerator cards over here. Makes it a whole lot faster, by the way. Alright, so I think we were here and we were making this bay. And we have our bay. Now, the hard part. This is the fun part, or the challenging part. Inside the storage bay goes... Oh, I can't click it for some reason. I don't know why. There it is. Okay, a little bit of lag. We're going to make some 64K drives that'll go in here. Now, you only need 1K drives because you only have a certain amount of items. But the thing is, I have so many of each item that it would stand to reason if I'm going to make drives anyway, go ahead and make the big ones. Now, I don't want to be misunderstood. When I say that go ahead and just start with the 64s, I don't mean to say that if you make the 1K, you're done with it, you can throw it in the garbage and just make the 64 to replace it. You don't need to throw it away. You can put it in your hotbar, just put it down here, and then shift right click it, and that'll erase everything that's in there. Of course, first move the stuff to a different bay or a different storage drive. Then you shift right click it, that'll erase or reformat it, and then you put it in a crafting terminal, and that'll separate the storage chassis with the storage memory. So you can throw away the storage chassis, you don't need it, but the storage memory, you can then craft it making a larger storage drive. Very complicated stuff. I'm sure many people didn't understand what I just said. Don't worry about it. Just make your 64K drives and then you'll be set. That's what I'm going to do now. It's not something really good for camera, so I'm not going to do it on camera, but I will show you the recipe just so you can see how complicated it is. So here's a 64K drive that I'm making, or storage cell, is what they call it. Plenty of stuff, not too expensive. But when we get down the row, you're going to need multiple of these because it's 3 times, 9 times, and then 27 of these. So you can see that it gets into big numbers of these processors of different types. Calculation processor, logic processor, engineering processors, and you need a number of them, which is always good to calculate on paper before you start it. But since I'm making a whole lot of them, I'll probably take everything I have upstairs and downstairs. And as you can see, I did want to show you. Let's see if I can show you here. Well, here's some diamond. Something very interesting. Oh, getting that lag again. Okay. Well, let's see. Silver. Dense diamond door. I just wanted to show you that this does exist. I'll be trying to get the maximum amount of it and look at the different ways to process it so that I get the maximum amount. We'll see how that is, but I'll bring you back once I'm done with all the drives. And I think that's about all that I wanted to do for now. We've got 5 64K drives, and I've put in a couple of items, as you can see, just to make the crafting a little bit faster. But I got a long way to go. As you can see, I've been randomly just filling in the items as far as I can take them. I can make some more now, and I still have to fill this in with a whole lot more. I did want to touch on one thing that somebody mentioned. It has to do with that spider web up there. I will show you this. While I was crafting those 64K drives, you can see something that one of my viewers mentioned happened. We caught fire again. But this time it wasn't because of something I did. It was something I overlooked. With Resonant Rise 3, there are some mobs that spawn that can throw fire. They throw what looks like gassed charges, or the charges that come from blazes, those fiery charges, and they shoot at you, and so they catch anything on fire. I was standing right here, hitting a zombie, and a baby zombie came by and started shooting fire at me. And caught this whole place ablaze. Well, I couldn't kill him because he had too many hearts, so I thought the right logical thing to do was to try to put out this fire as quickly as possible. So I'm standing up here, burning to death. I went into the water puddle and came back, trying to turn off this fire as quickly as possible. But I can see that this is not going to work out. What I'm going to do is, if I don't load this area while monsters are spawning, they won't burn the place down. So I'll be able to keep it. So what I'll do is I'll fix this up with wood, and we're going to move. We're going to build another place. I'll just finish it up with a roof or something, just to call it complete. And yeah, fix it up, and then we'll move. We'll find another place to live. I think that's going to come up in either the next or after the next episode. We'll find a new place to live. But yeah, that's about all for this episode. We got a lot done with our ME system. I can now start moving things down to the processor, filling up this chest, filling up this loot chest, and then filling up the ME system. Then when we find the new place, we can just simply carry this with us, and we have hundreds of thousands of items in our pocket. Very neat, very easy to move stuff. But guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to call it here and say thanks, and I'll catch you next time.